Hey. So, Aries. What's up, y'all? You don't say, huh? So, what up, my spiders? Because if there's any way to explain 2018, it's not just that, everybody needs to grow up, okay? This Black Widow bullshit, it's done, okay? We're not letting the babies run the fucking show anymore. So it's time to go bighorn, alright? Stop fucking crying. Dude, I can't even, these cards are sticking together. They're straight up just like, oh. I don't know, dude. Like, everybody needs to really level up right now. And I think one of the biggest problems that we have is, the Scorpio is actually not a scorpion. I mean, a scorpion is a spider, in case you didn't know. And the first sign of the Death Tarot, the second Taurus is a scorpion, okay? Aries, little baby, is a spider. And I tend to think of it as, I say this all the time, every woman is a Scorpio, okay? Because every woman knows exactly how to tail sting, okay? Literally. They'll get you all fucking in your head about them, and then, whoop, walk off, no contact, you know what I mean? Just be like, hey, you can, and that's cool on some level. There are times that, and I hate to say, a Scorpio might know when to do that. Scorpio might know when to be like, alright, it is now, the ball is in your court, it's your decision. Aries, never want to do that. Alright, that's just, I don't know. And what gets me is, y'all either go, if you're masculine about it, you go make it happen. And if you're going to be effeminate about it, they say boys will be boys, okay? Makes, sense enough. But, this whole waiting in your web thing, dude, I can't even get a message for you, because I feel like that's honestly your message, is quit trying to fucking lay traps, and, make sure that dude, quit being a baby, be an adult, communicate, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna cocoon this up, and cocoon this up, and cocoon this up, and cocoon this up, and never make a decision. I'm gonna have all these little flies in my web, but I'm never gonna make an actual adult decision. Welcome to 2018. Let me put it to you this way. Christian Carino, Dr. Luke, and Taylor Kinney are the same guy. And if you don't get that, you're the little horn, man. So, it's all well and good You know, to think you're gonna butt a hole in that dam. I'm proud of your high hopes, right? But just be aware that when you bust a hole in that dam, you're gonna fucking drown, idiot. Like, even if you manage to get what you want, you understand that you got it by throwing a tantrum, right? That's not good for anybody. So, you know, fuck it. There's finally some cards. Alright, so let's see. What the fuck happened down here? Good night. This just might be the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put... There's a floor reading. You need to get on the floor! Okay, so... Yeah, okay.
You write anything on your computer, you need to get grounded.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and generally most of the time.
No. Wow, that's really intense energy. Okay, so... Let's get to... Good night. Alright, so yeah, you're just being a kid. You're being freaking childish. Literally a kid. Bah. Fucking tired of this shit. Okay, so... We got a bunch of books going on. This is gonna take fucking forever. So, okay. At the center of the reading, we're starting with this book. And really, I think that's it. This is not the Knight of Wands, alright? This is the Knight of Cups. All that shit I was just talking about, maybe it's time for you to make some offers. Man up. Put your armor on. Know that when you go into battle, you're probably gonna fucking die. Do it anyway. It's your job. It's right here. Fucking... This is the decision card. This is the, you know, crossroads card. You've been sitting at a crossroads for too fucking long, not making any decisions. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're looking back. You were so focused on all this shit that, you know what I mean? And it's like... What's stupid is what's crossing your reading. You literally have Ten of Cups and literally secrets. Alright? This is the most powerful... Like, you want to talk about, like... I think what you're literally looking at here is if you can actually be an adult about shit, if you can talk about shit, the world is fucking yours. You're gonna have, you know, what's that stupid song? Pussy, money, weed, whatever. You know, like you get whatever you feel like, you know, your cups are. They're gonna be filled, but you gotta quit. You gotta actually fucking own this energy. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna let it come to me. I'm gonna sit in my web and just, you know, if it doesn't come my way, then it wasn't fated. That's the most immature thing I've ever heard. Got this right here. And I like this because they came up. This is in your subconscious. This is in your past. I think in your past, you've been kind of an airheaded idiot. And, like, see how these almost look like they're kind of doing, like... I think you have literally played the fool in the past. Like, it's one thing to be... And it's actually kind of interesting because the way this is, like, facing the reading... You're like looking away from the center of the reading. You're like, oh no, I don't care. I'm just, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you know, usually the fool is like take a leap, right? You know what I mean? But I really, honestly, my energy with this, you've needed to take a leap. This does apply. You've needed to take a leap, and where this is coming up in your past, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that you've taken it, and it looks a lot like you really are being the fool. Like, I'm more, you know, when I see the Fool in reverse, that means don't be a fool. That means, hey, you know, you're thinking about taking a leap of faith. Make sure, you know, you got a parachute. You know what I mean? This feels way more like no straight up foolish energy. You've been way too like, oh no, I might have something better coming along. I might, and you know, you're until you make room, until you really make room, you're doing all three parties a disservice. The person you're with for not being real with them, yourself for not being real with you, and the person that you're trying to like. Let me put it this way: if you are trying to get a good guy's attention by trying to make him jealous, you know that old saying, if you love her, let her go? If you let her run into her own walls and she eventually realizes that she's being stupid and, you know, you're not laughing your ass off and, like, not going to go back to that, like, train wreck, yeah, dude. You get to make your own decisions, especially in 2018 when you get to redecide how you made those decisions.
If you are single and
so, you know,
maybe you should try cutting some holes in your.
Yeah, if you're single, then maybe you should try cutting some holes in your reading with ads. See? Fucking YouTube knows what's up. Yeah. Anywho, up here, crowning thoughts. I think you're still, you know, you got this Page of Swords. You're still the King of Swords. You're still very, you know, just. No, I'm so powerful. I can, you know. I can lure all these dudes and then I, you know, slay the fat calf, like do whatever, like, you know, it's literally, you've got options. You got the 7 of fucking, you have options and you're just being cold about it. You're being in your head. You're not actually making, you know, any of these kinds of decisions. You know what I mean? You're not. You know, I'm sorry. Sometimes, you know, you gotta face rejection. Okay, you're not gonna win every. You know, that's the fun thing about being a cheerleader. Is like even when you lose, you know what I mean. You get to, oh, you guys tried so hard. We cheered. We were there. Okay, great. You didn't actually have to eat that loss. You can feel like it, but you weren't the one that dropped the pass. You know what I mean? Like you didn't whiff the kick. You know what I mean? So, you know, when, oh yeah, I'm so sorry for you. No, shut up. Catch a bullet and I'll believe it. You know what I mean? But like this right here, this, you know, you're too tall and you can't dance and I don't like the pleats in your pants. Like, you're gonna be fucking 45 and then suddenly looking back on, you know, old run out tissues. Man, I wish I could remember. There's a hilarious comedian, a female. I hate myself for not remembering her name. Oh, man. Oh, that's... If anybody knows who I'm talking about, comment. Like, and link it. She's fucking hilarious. Dude, there's another comedian, while we're on this, there's this lesbian girl. Oh, my God, dude. Like, some of the funniest jokes of it, like... she's talking about, you know, like how soft, cushy, bouncy... It's a perfect, you know, segue even. Soft, cushy, bouncy everything is in our society right now, you know what I mean? And kids are, you know, it used to be, you know, you go down the wooden slide and you're picking splinters out of your ass. You know, now it's way more, you went down the slide and, you know, your fat ass rubbed up against it wrong and you thought it made a noise that sounded like it said you were fat while you're going to the thing, so you sued play school. You know, oh man, Anaconda? Is that her name? Anaconda? Who am I? What's... Crap, I hate myself. I'm like just dropping the ball left and right here. She just released a video. It was pretty funny. She was saying, you know, if you're in an argument, you know what I mean? Like, if you're in, some kind of like and not even really a debate. I mean more like one of those just stupid heated ass arguments that doesn't really go anywhere. You're really honestly more probably yelling at yourself. But yeah, and what you're looking at is probably and it's always seems to be ain't nobody better telling a nigga what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? And it's like what she said, and I'm trying to find her name right now because I'm being a total boob. But I love the way she said it. She says, when you're arguing, ask yourself, how old do I feel right now? You feel like you're throwing a tantrum? If you feel helpless while you're arguing, you know what I mean? Like, maybe y'all are used to feeling that way. I'm sorry I'm being so hard on y'all, but like, I'm just tired of this like immature ass shit, and it's just like absolutely driving me up the wall, and I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Well, anyway, you get the point. I really hate myself. Again, if you know who I'm talking about, leave it in the comment. I'll figure it out. But, yeah, dude. And it's just a very, this is you. You see this face right here? You see, just looking at it and being like, it's just like as Aries as it gets for a water card. And then we got the Hierophant. What up, Aries? Like, literally, you're about to screw up, what could be a very real thing. Because you're so indecisive, you won't make a decision. See this cup over here? I am willing to bet that's the same cup. Okay? And I'm willing to bet that you being all, you're about to miss, some opportunities because you're so obsessed with not missing any opportunities. See what I'm saying? Man. It's rough. Let's get to the staff. Holy shit, let's get this over with. I'm so done, man. Like, Pisces, I did a reading for, what's it called? To just sort of try and, like, it's Anaconda. So it's almost Anaconda. So I'm gonna call her Anaconda from now on. Deal with it. But yeah, Anaconda. The one question you should ask yourself in a fight: how old do I feel right now? That is fucking brilliant, dude. And literally, I'm just like lagging now. Cool. It's exciting. But yeah, it's just a very I like the way she puts that. Oh, and what was the I love the what was it? This while we're on other people that I can't remember their names. There's another quote from a different comedian from the same lady who was doing the talking about the slide. I love, man, the way she comes out to the audience is fucking hysterical. She goes like, she's talking to her mom, and she's like, yeah, you know, I don't know, comedian. She's sitting there like stirring her coffee or whatever. And she's making fun of her mom, and she's like, yeah, she used to make me wear these pantsuits. And, you know, like, I'd have to wear these sailor suits. She would play dress up and just da-da-da-da-da. And, like, it was a really fun time in my childhood. And when I told her I was a lesbian sometime later, I blamed it on the pantsuit. And, like, the whole audience just dies. And she goes, oh, that's nice. We were all having fun and da-da-da-da. And then she's like, what is it? She's like, oh, all of y'all, you're looking at me like, so if you were gay, and we were laughing at you, does that make us? And she's like, oh, let me just reassure you, yes. And it's like, rock and roll, dude. Like, she's hilarious. I wish, again, if you know who I'm talking about, I need you to put that shit down there, alright? So, she's fucking hysterical, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Okay, fucking staff, would you jump already? Yeah, I mean, what's coming towards you is it looks like you are about to fuck off on a, you know, something important. Hey, what is this? Wow. Interesting. So in your future,
Blind test.
we are seeing a happy home.
Much more tractable. Very predictable.
That can mean a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not, you know, single. You may just need to get away. You know what I mean? You may just need to go get some fresh air. I don't know why I tend to see the happy home sometimes as like we're in a spot where we could take a vacation. And sometimes you need to take a vacation from yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to go, you know, where the wind takes you. And yeah, bam. So we've got the needing bed rest and all this, you know, laying on your, you know, sitting on your laurels, like, you know, waiting around on your ass kind of deal. I think that's done. Your hopes and fears, you know, you're like, if, I think this is basically saying, look, if you don't want to do anything, if you want to relax on this, if you just want to sit back and take it easy and let things come to you, be happy with whatever comes to you. And I'm telling you right now, if that's coming up in your hopes and fears, I would say be proactive. Because you may not like what's coming if you just let it, you know. If you wait for that light to suddenly be a freight train before you get off the, you know, move. So, what's in your environment? Let's wrap this up. Holy crap. I just... So done. What is it? I got... So it's Leo season, so there's still Taurus... Gemini and Cancer. I'm hoping Cancer is going to be a very come out of your shell reading. Like, I'm hoping Taurus is going to be the fucking reading you should have got. And your environment is the Queen of Wands. I would say you're creating your own environment. You know what I mean? And this is not bad, but play with fire. You know, I mean, I don't know. That's a fairly healthy energy, but I don't know why. I tend to see... Is it strange that I see the Queen of Swords as the one who's like, let's not cut this person's head off, right? And this is Little Miss off with her head, right? I don't give a shit if she was the Queen of Hearts. In case that doesn't make sense, hearts are cups. Diamonds are pentacles, clubs are wands, and spades are spades. Hey. So, what you can do about it... I mean, it's like I said, I feel like the stars are aligning for you, and, you know, you've got in both hands, you have the ability to see how literally in both hands she's pouring over a gourd. I mean, like, got Galadriel right here being all aqua. How many times are you gonna come back to this? Anyway, thanks y'all.